How are you doing?
Hey, yo.
It's good. It's good to be speaking with you. Thanks for joining us today. Wow, that movie was very interesting. In fact, I put together some notes. So interesting, I had to put down some notes. So let's.
Did you see me in it? So did you see me?
You're in the movie?
Yeah.
Really?
You missed that. Why else would I suggest it?
Okay, so what scene?
No, I'm just being stupid. I'm just being stupid. It's probably filmed in like fucking Virginia or Kentucky or something. So obviously.
Joe Keery plays Kurt.
Okay.
So I kind of predicted this. I remember telling you back in 2009 that this was going to be huge. I mean, the iPhone was the game changer, right? Now every smartphone has a video camera, right?
Yeah, exactly. Technology.
Exactly.
So what's next?
What's
next?
I know. If you can predict that.
AI is next.
The robots are going to take over.
VR, and then there's a movie called Her, and it's a Joaquin Phoenix movie. Not really I don't know.
We've got somebody.
Right.
Okay, we're going to put you on a brief pause. Somebody's right here. We'll be right back. So I remember when on Facebook there was the option of uploading a video or sharing the video, and it was on there for the longest time, but nobody used it.
That's interesting.
So his dad's a DJ. That's an amazing touch. The fact that the dad's I'm making a dope track.
Yeah, that was
David
great.
Arquette.
Like nearing 50 or something.
Yeah.
You don't know what this job's like. You don't know.
That fucking gun away.
Because we're getting to that point now. Because just thinking, somebody that was 20 and maybe had a kid would be about 20 years old now. I think.
Not a far stretch of that.
Yeah, I'm sure they got that from something. That was great. That was great.
Obviously, like that character is like probably commonplace.
Yeah, exactly.
Like calling for the ride. Do not fucking hang up on me. I need a ride.
Yeah. So yeah, so much of it is dependent on technology.
So did you I particularly appreciate about the movie is like how it's like the way it's shot is like it's just like all these random people like commenting on the scenes.
Yeah, I have to get back and start looking at those.
How they would, like.
Yeah, I have to get back and look at those comments. You mentioned that before.
Yeah, because a lot of that shit is funny, dude. Some of those comments are hilarious.
Fake as F. And here's another thing that was great. So he babysat like this Asian kid.
You just don't exist.
And he probably gave him the idea to be like a streamer, YouTuber, whatever, social media. He probably gave him that idea, but then the Asian kid became much more successful than him. And another great...
I didn't catch
that Asian kid? Yeah, that Asian kid. He babysat that kid.
That's fucking great idea, because this guy, he gave him the idea, and he just, like, in his channel's, like, all cliche, and it sucks, and...
Yeah.
Like, he's the one who gave him the idea. And his channel's getting tens of views.
Yeah, exactly. Barely cracking double digits.
But at least he murdered him. That was the good part.
Yeah, exactly. At least he had to pay severely and painfully. Oh, yeah, and the fact that he had been doing it for 10 years, I love that. I can relate to that so much, just wallowing in anonymity, mediocrity, and that was a good touch, too, because he easily could have been new to it. They could have done it that way, but I love that he had been doing it for so long, and it was just trying to become more sensational, more provocative to get more views.
Yeah, and then he didn't really start going insane until the channel actually started, getting big, and then he just started slowly losing it.
Yeah, and I can really relate to that, but I've gone the other way because remember, we were so provocative. We would basically it was borderline harassment, And now it's like, oh, I have no problem with putting a camera in a homeless person's face, but I'm not trying to make fun of them. I'm just kind of, the camera's just there to observe them. And we're just like, we're having,
zero audience, Matt. But if like we had if we had the ability to upload it back then, probably could have gotten some decent views.
yeah, I think so. But, and it doesn't necessarily,
Thousands.
but you know what though? You never know. It doesn't necessarily equate to that. That's, you know how he was getting frustrated? It's like, I'm murdering people and nobody's paying attention. He had to go and steal that Asian guy's audience and the comedian's audience.
Oh, he did it. Yeah, that's right.
That was part of it. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, the homeless pranks, that's a hilarious idea, but cruel.
Well, my favorite. I also liked how he just like ran over that homeless encampment. He just like took out all those people in those tents because they're worthless because they have no social presence. As he shouts it, no social presence or shit like that.
You know what I thought was interesting about that is one of my favorite channels. This guy lives in his Ford Focus, is constantly harassed by Travis Hines, and cops will approach him, and all of a sudden they're on a movie set, and they're like, "Are you doing a First Amendment audit?" Well, you approached me.
This bag here, I can
As long as
pull
you
it
don't
out.
have any
Man,
weapons,
see,
you're gonna pull a weapon on us. You're gonna get one
go
pulled
ahead,
on
go
you.
ahead. You want to reach it? You want?
Okay, if you're gonna pull a weapon out of there.
No, it's my ID's in my bag.
Okay.
I think people are down here in the lobby. Any other thoughts? I really appreciate you sharing that with me. Any other thoughts?
I should check out a movie called Next Movie because both the movies I referenced are in your top 10, right?
Uh-huh.
Check out a movie. It's not a little different, not in the same, not a serial killer.
What is it?
It's called Parasite.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. That Korean movie?
Yeah, top 10.
That's,
for you or no?
for sure. For sure. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
All right.